thank you very much for agreeing to come and talk to us about your experience. I think that is excellent that you all have come forward, because from what I remember of Vibha, you came to us in 2018. You had already had treatment elsewhere. You were slightly older, 40 plus, and you all were anxiously looking for a baby. And
Right.
we were trying to see how best we can help you.
Yeah, that's right.
And in addition to that, Vibha also had a little problem like being some associated medical problems, like, a little bit of blood pressure, a little bit of diabetes, all those small, just little, and we were, you were a little concerned that is going to have any effect on pregnancy. So we had to look at a lot of things before we decided to take you up. And luckily, from what we understand, you still did undergo almost about 2, 3 cycles with us before we were able to help you. And
That's right.
luckily, because we were able to get 2 very good embryos and we transferred for you, you did become pregnant. And more than you, I think we were very, 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 very happy. That
That's right.
IVF journey, what was your experience? Once you became pregnant, it's a different story. But IVF, Ali, were there any shortcomings which you would like to tell us, where we would like to improve our center? Tara, we would like you to tell. Go ahead.
Not really. We had a very nice experience, and you have a very nice team of people working with you. So that's the excellent part.
Yeah.
We were very comfortable from the first time we came and met you. We were like really comfortable talking to you, and interacting with you was like very easy for us.
Oh.
Yeah, you gave us the real picture actually. It was not like hiding a few things or really showing the moon and then it's not like that. So you
We
just give us
understood our
the
shortcomings.
facts and
We-
exactly what the shortcomings we have and what are the options we have and what all we can do. So those things really, those facts actually was really helpful for us to decide on few things. Yeah, of course, everything is our luck.
Yeah. No, what we have also understood a lot is that we at Gunashila, like you rightly said, we'll put all the facts in front of the patient. We don't
That's
believe in hiding anything. We will tell you what are all the options, like you rightly said.
right.
But it is the patient trust in us which makes a lot of positive or negative impacts.
That's right.
Because whatever we tell, we may tell the same thing to different patients, but reactions are different, no? So depending on that, if you say, yes, we trust the doctor, they are going to do their best for us, that we have seen in my own experience over so many years, I have seen that the patient reaction to us, believing in us, trusting us, and knowing that we will do the best for them are the ones who have really resulted in positive results.
It's
Right.
half the battle won there.
Yes.
only.
True.
So how different was your experience with an IVF cycle here versus IVF cycle which you had earlier had elsewhere?
Earlier, it was like a single doctor who was treating us. It was like we didn't have this whole set of the different people who were like involved in this. Like for scanning, also she was the one who was doing everything. Was under her. So here you have a very nice team, and we felt more comfortable here because we could talk to you. It was easier to interact at each level and each thing where we had something in our mind to ask. And it was very easy to come out and ask and find out what was happening and what to expect and how to go about doing it. At each step, we felt very comfortable talking and then going ahead. I felt that was really different from wherever we had gone earlier.
Yeah, and the earlier doctor was also good. I won't blame her. She did all the right things. But again, she was kind of blaming, like, okay, you have this issue, this issue. It was more of showing us, okay, this is what is your state kind of thing. That was not comfortable. There was no confidence building.
See,
actually.
we knew our shortcomings.
We knew our shortcomings. Yeah, that's the whole
things.
point in going to the doctor, right? So
Yeah.
we have an issue, so we go to the doctor. It's not like
We understood
again
the
listening
issue.
back the same thing is something little. Yeah, that's the issue with the earlier thing. But here, ma'am was really good and she explained hers and
all of
She
us
had
understood the
yeah.
issues here and we worked with it. So
Yeah,
it was
and,
not a,
yeah, she
it was
had-
not a shortcoming. It didn't become a hurdle for any of the.
Yeah.
And she had genuine concern for us, so that we could sense actually.
No, I'm
That's why,
very glad
yeah.
because that is another thing which I feel at Gunashila is that we are very approachable, all of us. Okay, to
That is
all patients, you all can
Totally
come.
agree with you.
There are no barriers between the patients and the doctor saying you have to talk to the admin, you have to talk to this person, you have to talk to that person. You can approach us directly, and we will take the time to sit and explain to you.
Yeah,
True, that is
that's-
very true.
that
We
is
have
that.
felt that at every stage we have felt that.
Yeah, even the first time when we came to your hospital and when we spoke to the juniors there, and they were also really helpful, and when they took all our history and things like that, they were really helpful and not rude or something like that. So that was a nice experience actually.
Okay.
The thing is, the juniors here are also highly qualified people. They are all people who come to do reproductive medicine after their MD courses, etc., with experiences. So they are also quite.
True. Yeah, that's sensible actually. You can sense that. Yeah, we can sense that. Yeah.
And here,
And yeah, and really, yeah, all of them like Dr. I mean, to name few, Dr. I think it's Nishantini, right? They were all really good, and the way they used to, advise us was really good actually.
Yeah. So it was a challenge getting pregnancy for you from both your side and us. And then the challenge continued in pregnancy.
Yeah, that is
Yes.
that is
That is one thing I always felt. I could never enjoy my pregnancy at each step, which each thing, what for all the scans that we had every time. It was like only after he was born, I was like really got to breathe easily and then felt better.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Now
don't worry.
what we're enjoying.
Deepa,
actually.
along with you, were in the same because
Of
for us,
course, true.
till
getting up.
we saw the baby in your hand, even we
Yeah.
were going through the same emotional turmoils like what you were.
I always remember what ma'am had told me first. It's not the question of getting you pregnant, you have to take the baby
Baby
home.
home.
That's
Yes.
actually that we will.
That was like a motto in my head. That's
We
like,
really
that was what
remember that
made me-
statement all the time. Actually, she told that you have to carry the baby home. That's more important.
And the thing is, I think we must be the only center who take care of women who get pregnant through ARTs as a continuum. Usually what happens is like, once you get pregnant and once you cross the early weeks of pregnancy, the fertility experts do not, go through the pregnancy as a whole.
And because we have done this over so many years, we have understood that especially ART pregnancies which happen after treatment of infertility, especially if it is IVF, test tube baby as they call it, they are not to be taken lightly at all. They're not like other pregnancies. They require that much more care.
We understand that.
So, and of course, again, patient cooperation forms a huge, huge, huge part of it. And you were an extremely cooperative patient.
So me, pregnant and having the baby. So it was like whatever you said, it was like no questions asked. It was like just doing it.
So initially, I think you conceived as twins. So what was it that was going through your mind at that time?
This was like a duality was there. One way I was very happy, another way I was very worried also. Because at each time doctors would discuss with us all the problems we had and all the issues that might come up and all. So that was there always. That one way I was feeling very happy and other way I was like little worried. Like, so it was like I tried not to think too forward. Just the next thing, what has to be done, it was like only that much we were worrying about.
Yeah.
And I remember telling you that I was unhappy you had twins because you yeah.
So I think that duality didn't last long, and
yeah, that was like
further scans we discovered that one twin actually the heartbeat had disappeared in one twin. So what was going on in your mind at that time?
We felt bad actually.
my mind was blank. I was not thinking too much.
We would have been happy, but okay, that's fine. I mean, we are more happy now actually.
No, at that time, did you have any fear like, okay, fine, one twin is gone, so what about the other twin now? What is going to be the fate of the other twin?
Because ma'am had explained it, so it was like understood that I wouldn't have an issue with that. For me, it was like I was not thinking too much. I
Yeah.
never Googled, I never did anything. I just
That's
saw
very
the
good.
Very
You know,
good.
not thinking too much is the best thing
And
that you
not
can do.
Googling is another very important thing.
Yeah, not Googling. Yeah, we stopped it actually. We knew that
Even now, I don't do that with the baby.
Yeah, he's a handful. Can you imagine if there was another one?
Sometimes I worry about that. Yes.
And then Vibha, what happened once you finished and like you little bit the diabetes also went as
Was
is
there, yes.
expected.
Yeah, I was like, I was put under insulin injections. That was like a daily this thing I had to take for myself. And that was like, okay, that was like little bit of a trouble, but it was okay. Understood that it was for the well-being of the baby. So it was like understood. And at the end of it, I stopped taking also. At the end of pregnancy, I stopped taking. I'm not under the medicine now.
Correct. Another challenge, I think, was when we did one blood test around the 11th weeks and one
11
double
week, yes.
marker became abnormal.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in view of our age, the worry was, are we looking at any kind of problem with the baby's genetic makeup? So I think what
We did. I think.
Yeah, we were sent for another scan outside.
Yeah.
And then that was normal. He didn't find anything.
We also did an advanced testing called as a non-invasive prenatal testing.
Yeah.
And that came as a good breather because it came out as a negative test.
It was a big time relief for us.
Yeah.
For
So
all
we
of
didn't
us.
have to do anything further to find out if there was anything genetic because both
Right.
things were fine. And then again, we did one 17-week
17-week
Doppler.
Doppler.
Yeah, gave us an indication that you made, because you were already a borderline hypertensive, having a little bit of blood pressure. We were just worried whether you would develop blood pressure induced by pregnancy a little later. And this gave us some kind of a clue. So
I was told to expect that. So that was what I was put under that I had to take care of.
So we had actually expected that there could be some problems which could arise later on in the pregnancy because of abnormality in the 17-week Doppler. So I think we increased our anticoagulant support and
Yeah.
a lot of medications good enough for a meal.
yeah. Then I think our subsequently pregnancy continued quite all right because the growth and all was okay. But as anticipated, the minute, that's why we had done what's called a steroid. We had anticipated Vibha. We knew
28
all this.
weeks.
So when the minute you came closer to the 7th month, when we thought that we may, land up in a position where you may get into trouble and the baby may get into trouble and we may anticipate a premature delivery, that's the reason probably we admitted you for
even earlier than that, at around 26 weeks her BP shot up.
Correct.
And the BP started with the 26
yeah weeks. So the problem started at 26 weeks when your BP started to raise and you had to be put on something.
I was put under medication for that.
So and the growth scan at 28 weeks, that is when we started detecting that there could be some problem with the blood flow to the baby.
The blood flow was
that was one situation where the thing is, even we were very much worried for you because already the baby was showing some changes in the blood flow pattern, and we don't know
growth was not as expected.
Can be pushed, and whether the baby is be fine inside or outside, and what are the implications of an early delivery on your baby. So what was it that was going through your minds at that time?
That time it was like we just wanted either way we wanted it this thing. So either get the pregnancy and then have the baby or this thing. We were just worried about that.
Correct.
The last 2-3 days that I was in the hospital was like total blank for me.
Yeah.
Even now I can't.
It's a very dicey situation for us, because we are guided by what the investigations tell us. But again, like I have emphasized, and even Dr. Ashwini has said, we've had a lot of experience with IVF pregnancies, getting into trouble with the blood flow reducing, the baby's growth not being sufficient, especially in older women having blood pressure.
Blood pressure. Yes.
So all these added together, that is why we say, okay, now we have to err on the side of getting a baby out, which is slightly premature, against a chance of having an intra-uterine death. That is something which neither of us could have tolerated.
True.
So that is the reason. And then we were also thinking, if you are going to have a baby which comes outside, what are the best ways we can prevent at least some of the complications? That is why we admitted her at.
We admitted her, and along with the steroid prophylaxis, we also gave her neuroprotection, so that if there is an early delivery for the baby which is going to come in the way, then your baby's brain developments also should not be compromised. So that's the reason why we gave the neuroprophylaxis, and I think it was the decision taken at the right time for the baby to come out, and that was guided by all the repeat Dopplers that we did. I think we would have done many more scans for you, but that is what has guided us to take out the baby at the right time for you, so that the baby is not compromised in the uterus. At the same time, it is not taken out so prematurely that it can't be handled outside also. The adequate protection given to the baby before we actually planned the delivery. So how was the baby? How was the baby when it was born?
It was underweight, just about 1 kg, 1.06 kgs.
That's what we had anticipated even on ultrasound.
Actually, we knew about that.
Responding to that only. And also because though we have an in-house NICU, we do have, but at that time it was still not, we felt that in your case, in your particular case, we gave you the option. Do you want us to continue here or do you want to shift it outside? Okay, because various places were discussed with you. And I think you all ultimately decided to go to Rangadurai because it was convenient in all ways for everybody concerned.
And ma'am had explained, we went and saw the
really,
place.
I mean, that was really good. Actually, at the right time, as I said, the right decision was taken. And she did explain everything for us, and she mentally prepared us before the delivery, so that what can be anticipated with the baby and how it can go and all the stuff. That really helped us. And she, in fact, she sent us to the center to find out how it is and talk to the pediatrician, everything. So we were mentally prepared, lot prepared actually before the delivery, and we could anticipate what might be the case actually. And luckily, everything turned out to be good for us. Yeah, initial days in the NICU, it was, I think 1 or 2 days they gave the oxygen, and from third day he was able to breathe on his own. His lungs was good. And I
think as a result of timely intervention.
And I think the large extent it is all that what we did earlier before delivery.
True. Yes. That's true. And that's what I could sense that there in NICU also they have not given much medicines to him. Yeah, they just give some distilled water or something. That's what I have learned. And his only problem was weight. And of course, mother's milk was another thing. And luckily that also we could get out of it. But yeah, weight was the only issue with him. And
what
slowly
made him, sail through NICU so very easily despite being delivered as early as 30 weeks was timely intervention and taking out the baby at the right time. Otherwise, if he had let the baby, go through that stress of an abnormal Doppler for a long time inside the uterus, then the outcome would have been much poorer. So that is the reason I think,
yes,
we do so much more of surveillance over here, and
I agree.
That is 100%
at the right time. That's what is very, very important, I feel.
True. Yeah, that is we like that the way we were given the facts and explained things before the delivery. That really, and we were mentally prepared actually, like what might be the issue. And
it was easier for him because I was on the inside. The one outside, he had a easier time. At least he knew what to expect.
You know what? I think you could go through all this, and you were all mentally prepared for this. Basically, because that particular Doppler was done at 17 weeks, which I don't think
many people don't do.
Nobody,
see, that sort of makes us also prepared and makes you all prepared. So it's not a surprise for you all suddenly when we say, okay, you've got blood pressure and we have to deliver you early.
Because at that time only ma'am had explained and she had sort of made us expect
Prepared.
that it will be early
Yeah.
and it will be a C-section. She had mentioned, she had prepared us for that. She had so don't expect normal. So it was like we were ready for that. It was easier for us.
Yeah.
We didn't have that dilemma in mind.
I think Vibha, Rajesh, even preparing the mind of the patient throughout, even whether it is the infertility treatment or it is through pregnancy and various complications which may happen, is extremely important. And I feel to a large extent that is because we do so much counseling. Seriously.
Seriously.
And no
That
doubt
is
you have gone through so much both to get pregnant as well as in the pregnancy. And I think you could, maintain yourself and maintain your balance basically because, you knew what to expect, etc. You didn't allow your emotions to take over you.
and I knew that there's a team with me and they will worry for me. So I didn't have to do the exact worrying.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and entire team, I would like to really say that all of them were helpful. We could walk into anybody and talk to them and get this thing. Yeah, it was really all of them were approachable.
And the information sharing was so easy for us. It was like understood. We could ask, we could find out, and then we were like, we were okay. We knew what to expect and when to expect it. So
yeah, as you said, how much, I mean, the amount of concern we had, the same amount of concern you also had. That is what is important. It's not like just we pay money and yeah, this is what I've done. Not a kind of commercial this thing. It's always when that really we liked it actually.
But I think everything is forgotten once you have that. Now
Yeah,
you don't
that's
have
true.
the time to think about what you went through all those days.
now it's like I need little time to recollect all that. So it's not
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's so nice to talk to you all and to hear what you all have said. If there is anything else we can do to improve, please let us know. Otherwise, just tell your friends so that we can be help to many, many more patients.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, we also came through reference. My sister's colleague, she had this thing. Actually, we knew about Gunshila Nursing Home. It's been since my birth. We have been hearing with a lot of things they have been doing. It's not a it's not a new hospital, right? It's been there for quite a long time. And I guess you guys are pioneer in IVF and all.
Yeah.
So we have learned about it, but yeah, through a reference we got it, and they told us at least when we almost gave up, they said at least try some. Once you can try there, they're good. That's how we came actually. And even my cousin had this thing. She also had a little complications. They came to you guys, I believe. She also had told us. And that's how we came through with the confidence actually, so that we'll have something.
Yeah.
I think you as a couple, I think, you have set a good example as to, how positivity, perseverance and trust in doctors can ultimately, give you a good, experience of parenthood. So
thank you so much. If there's anything else you would like us to improve, add, just let us know. We are more than.
And also I have a special thanks to the radiologist also. She keeps mentioning Dr. Indra, right?
Dr. Indra, yeah.
Yeah, and also the physician, Dr. Hari Prasanna. He was also, he was very
like
good actually.
He was the one who was counseling me so much for all the BP issues.
He was very calm.
Like you rightly said, it is teamwork.
Yeah, it's teamwork, exactly. That's what. Yeah.
And you have a wonderful team for that. Because you know what to anticipate and you're prepared for that.
And I think that does come with a lot of experience, and like Dr. Ashwini said, it is because we are dealing and we don't allow our patients to go away just having a positive pregnancy test.
Absolutely.
Like I rightly have told you earlier, and what you also emphasized, take home baby. That is what we ultimately want the patients to have. Thank you again so much, Vibha and Rajesh. It was lovely to talk.
Thanks a lot.
And all the best for all your future, especially your baby boys.
Thank you.
Bye.
I can't get his name. Can I please get
Aprameya.
Aprameya. Hi.
Bye.
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 Yeah.
Okay
then.
Bye. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye. Thank you.